Hello, assalamu alaikum, and welcome to our new video. So today in this video I am going to ask many questions to our honorable guest here, and he is really proficient in English language, and mostly he has the British accent, the best accent that I really love. And although I speak in American accent, I try to speak in American accent, but I can't, I know. But when I listen the British accent from him, even from the British people, I really love the way they speak. So I have many questions to him, how actually he learned English and how actually he mastered the British accent, and especially how actually he practiced. So let's ask him. So first of all, I'm going to ask, please introduce yourself first of all to our viewers, and then I'll ask you one by one.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Zohin Ronak Karim, and your question is very beautiful. Thank you for appreciating my accent and the way I speak. Well, for me, mastering English was basically based upon the environment, what I listened to, and what I've seen people doing. You learn from other people. You never learned your mother tongue from books when you were young, right? You learned it from listening to her talking to you.
Yeah.
So then you could have allocate expressions, you could have allocate answers to different questions. Basically what I did is the same thing. Growing up in a family with an English teacher, my father is an English teacher, and I was in an English medium school as well, and I had a British English teacher. Her name was Aisha. She was from England, and her environment actually got me into British accent. So it's like, oh my God, this sounds really beautiful. I think I should try it out. So then again, I started learning it. I started watching videos like 8-Bit Ryan and Mr. Who's the Bosses, because they were pure British accent speakers. And the more you would watch them, you would not only learn, but you will learn how to speak in British accent. It's all about listening. It's all about processing things in the head. How you take language from other people and then you implement it onto you. If you practice tongue twisters, you know how the mirror practicing methods work, how you go in front of a mirror and then you practice. Therefore, that's the same thing that you have to do for learning British accent. I would suggest you not reading books. I would right now suggest you to listen to British audios. You know how IELTS British audios work, right? How they have these audios that are recorded in the British accent. I would want you to watch those, and I want you to implement those videos into your speaking style. That's how I learned British English, and that's how you will learn British English as well, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you. Thanks for your suggestion. So my next question, how did you actually practice? As you said, you just listen. Like there's a technique that I heard about that's called the shadowing technique. Whatever I'm listening, I'm just fake it till you make it. I mean, fake it till I make it. So did you do something like that? Did you practice like them with them?
So basically, for example, gaming videos by 8-Bit Ryan. He would make British English-based gaming videos. He would make a series on Resident Evil 7, Biohazard. And that game, he talked a lot. He shouted. He gave out his expressions. What I would do when he would talk, he would talk in British accent, because I watched that video in loop like many times. What I would do is that I would repeat after him. Not only that, I would take out a book and I would start, I was small back then. I was like what, grade 1 or 2. I would take books out and I would start reading gibberish British English. So it would start off like, I'm saying, you. I would be like, are you ready? I would speak like this, and then it turned into like I would be like is silent. So that's probably the key, but it's not actually. There's a lot of techniques that goes into speaking into that accent. So I would be like, imitate them, and then I would try to create my own videos that were cringy. Oh my god, those memories, yeah. I would create these very beautiful gaming videos in my very broken computer. My computer would lag. I would even know that the audio was recording. The video was very laggy back then. So what I would do is that the only thing I would hear is the audio, and then I started. and then what I did, I started making various cringy book reviews, and I would be like, I would act like specific characters in the book, and my editing skills were very bad back then. So these fun experiences, how you helped me practice British accent. I still have a lot of videos that I can share here, but apparently those are in my computer locked away.
By the way, do you have any YouTube channel? But why did you make those videos?
Those videos were just for fun. I never had a YouTube channel. I did plan on making one,
but how did you make these videos?
You know, I had this very old webcam, like a very small webcam for PCs. It was gifted to me by my aunt from America. So what she did is that she got this camera and then she gave it to me so we can give her Skype calls. It was sort of like 2015, 16 back then. Not 15, 16, 17, 18 back then. But then my online classes started. I would do online classes at 2017-18, not actually. Let's say 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
2020.
It was in pandemic situation.
Pandemic situation. But before that, the videos that I would make before the pandemic were on that webcam. So 2017, 2018, I would make videos on that same webcam. But those did not turn out that well because I was still in the process. Because I would divert between accents because, you know, there was so much content. There was Jacksepticeye, whose accent was more Irish but not British, and I would try to imitate him, and then it would turn into a very blabbered mess.
But listen. What do you think about the Irish accent? Can you speak any word in Irish accent?
No, well, actually no, but I think he's like, oh, today I'm going to be having a very good breakfast, and this is going to taste really nice. Something like that. I don't have idea about the Irish accent, but he used to speak in Irish accent. It's been long since I've not been watching his content. After he made the video about the Mandela catalogue, I've stopped watching his videos. But after that, I started, you know, the 8-bit Ryan and the Mr. Who's the Boss content that I was watching. Yeah, that was what was the main thing that was about watching content continuously. And yeah, about the online classes, what I would do is after the class would end, I would just turn the camera on. I would use Camtasia. It's a software for editing videos. And Cyberlink. It was a software for recording in your webcam. I would turn the software on and I would start recording. We were reading a book known as Number the Stars or something. No. Oh, sorry. I was reading a book personally. It was named Diary of a Wimpy, Double Down. That book, I read it completely, and then I created a summary right out of my head in front of the camera. I was like, this book is amazing, it's funny. And then I would realize I was talking American accent back there as well. So it's like a back and forth. You learn from your mistakes, as our professor said. You learn from your mistakes. You get the mistakes, you combine them, and then you turn into a masterpiece. That's how I learned British English. Yeah, it was a hell of a journey. It's a longer story. This is not.
Yeah, I know. This is a long story. I just told you
a bit of it.
Yeah,
it's long. It's super long.
Yeah, I got you. So, that means you listen a lot and you imitate a lot, and especially you listen the British accent or British people, British guy, because you were fascinated by the British accent only, not with English. Not American accent.
No, not really.
That's good. That's really good. So
it's not like I started off as British. I would speak in the American accent. Remember the typical English medium accent was American mixed with a little bit of Bengali on it. But no, I was like, I wanted to be a bit different.
Yeah, I got you. So now, do you have any the suggestion for our viewers? If someone wants to learn the British accent or any accent, what do you actually say? Should we learn the accent first, or should we learn the pronunciation first? Should we make better our pronunciation or our accent? Which one should we go for first?
Now let's talk about words here. Every person can create words with sentences with any specific set of words. If you have that skill, you should go straight into accent training. What you should do is filter your content. So, for example, you were watching content from Linus Tech Tips. I would want you to switch from someone from England, and if you were to be sticking to American accent, if you want to perfect it, I would suggest you sticking to Linus Tech Tips. You could watch David Does Tech Tips as well, because his accent is a bit funny, but it will still teach you words and it will show you the variation of English. You would actually learn more from their videos about accent, because the more you watch something that grabs your eye. For example, I love tech, right? So I will watch as much tech content as possible. And if you want to watch tech content and you want to learn accent at the same time, I would suggest all of you to watch the tech content that suggests you to follow a specific accent. For example, if I were to be learning tech for Android, about Android phones and how the good phones are released, they're releasing new phones, like the new phones that are being released, I would watch MKBHD for American, and for British I would watch Mr. Who's the Boss. So you have options here. So you can either switch to MKBHD for American accent. You can go to Mr. Who's the Boss for a British accent. Both have same contents, but different ways of speaking, different ways of presentation. What I want you to do is filter your content and watch and listen. Listening is the only way. The way you learned your language, the way you learned your mother tongue. That's the same way you learn English as well. The way you learn English at TESOL is the same way. You're learning blending, segmenting, pronunciation, IPAs. So many things go into teaching you diphthongs, vowel, long sounds, short sounds. You learn them. You're listening to Yasir sir. You're listening to Priyonti. You're listening to Hasan sir. You're listening to Nahin sir. You're listening to Azan sir. You're listening to Safwan sir. You're listening to them, and this is installing the accent inside your brain. So, what I suggest you guys, everyone, to do is listen. Filter your content out to what accent you want to learn. Listen, try to imitate it. The mirror will be your best friend, I'm telling you.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, we should go for the accent, because accent will teach us the correct pronunciations. And I also believe when we are learning any accent, so when we're going to learn the accent, first of all, we have to learn the phonetics or blending, segmenting that you said, long sound, short sound, all the sounds we have to learn. And then we can learn, or we will, like the accent will comes up automatically.
It's autonomous.
Yeah.
It's autonomous. You get it right then.
Yeah.
It's beautiful how you learn British English and any accent. You see people for day one they're talking in bed like in a Bangladesh English, and then a few days later, just by watching content, they change so much, and that's beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, my dear honorable brother Johin Ranak Karim. And thank you so much everyone for watching our videos, and we will come up with another topic. And if you have any topic, any questions, please leave in the comment below, and definitely
I will make sure to answer all of your questions. Okay. I'm a box ready to be filled. I want all of your questions, opinions. Help me improve myself. I ain't no narcissist here. I'm here for improving myself as well. Your opinions matter. They matter to me at least. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like, share and comment.
And also subscribe our channel. Have a good time. Assalamu alaikum.